Hello, everybody. Welcome to game one of 3 games. Starting with the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are slightly favored by 3.5. Game should start any minute now. Let's see if the highest paid quarterback in the league, Joe Burrow, has a bounce back game. Or will Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens improve to 2-0? Last week, Joe Burrow had the worst game of his career. I predict that he will have that bounce back game this week. And the game kicked off. Okay, Baltimore has the ball first. And the Baltimore Ravens will start on their own 25-yard line after Evan McPherson kicked it through the end zone. Lamar Jackson passes short right to I likely to the Baltimore 33 for an 8-yard gain. G. Pratt with the tackle. It is 2nd and 2 at the Baltimore 33. Good first play for the Baltimore Raven offense. Jay Hill, right in, out of bounds after a first down. Ravens. C. Taylor Britt with the tackle. First and 10, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scrambles up the middle for a 3-yard gain. D. Reader with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Baltimore 39-yard line. Lamar Jackson passes short left to Odell Beckham Jr. Pushed out of bounds at the Baltimore 44 for a 5-yard gain. M. Hilton with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 2. Ball on the 44-yard line. Lamar Jackson passes short middle to M. Andrews for a 1st down. G. Pratt with the tackle. Lamar Jackson pass short right to M. Andrews for a 7-yard gain. L. Wilson and Scott combined for the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 3. Gus Edwards, right tackle to the Cincinnati 23 for a 17-yard gain. And Scott with the tackle, and that is another 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens. Impressive first drive. First and 10 on the Cincinnati 23. Getting close to the red zone. Gus Edwards with another 2-yard gain. L. Wilson with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Cincinnati 21. L. Wilson, J. Tabu with the tackle. .30 remaining in the first quarter. Lamar Jackson pass incomplete. Intended for Odell Beckham Jr. Penalty on Cincinnati C. Taylor Britt. A defensive holding. 5 yards enforced at the Cincinnati 21. It'll be 1st and 10. Baltimore in Cincinnati's red zone at the 16-yard line. 8 plays, 59 yards for the opening drive for the Baltimore Ravens. Justice Hill for another 6-yard gain. D. Hill with the tackle. They are in the Cincinnati 10-yard line. Justice Hill for no gain. T. Henderson shows off his muscles with that stop. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Cincinnati 10. Big play for the Bengals defense. Can they hold the Ravens to a field goal? Lamar Jackson passes short middle to Odell Beckham Jr. He caught it only for a 1 yard gain. He caught it for a 9-yard gain. It'll be first and goal, Baltimore at the Cincinnati 1. L. Wilson with the tackle. Justice Hill, no gain. Tremaine Pratt with the tackle. Second and goal. Watch a Lamar run here. D. Faley reported as an eligible receiver. Gustus Edwards, left guard, for the 1 yard touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Gus Edwards with the first touchdown of the game. The extra point is up and good. Justin Tucker with the extra point. It is 7-0 Baltimore. And Baltimore had 6 first downs on that drive. They got the passing and running game involved. Other scores: Raiders are up on the Bills 7-0. Chiefs, Jags, Chargers, Titans, Packers, Falcons, Seahawks, Lions, all at 0. Colts lead the Texans 7-0. Buccaneers lead the Bears 3-0. Let's switch the ball over to Cincinnati. Joe Burrow's gotta respond. What's he gonna do for the Bengals? That was a 13-play, 75-yard drive by the Ravens. Mark Andrews had 2 catches on that drive for 16 yards. Justin Tucker kicks it through the end zone. Cincinnati will have the ball at the 25-yard line. Alrighty. Let's see what Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon, and the Bengals offense. Joe Burrow passes short right to Tyler Boyd for a 6-yard gain. R. Smith with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the Cincinnati 31-yard line. Joe Mixon, left guard, 4-yard gain. Penalty on Cincinnati, A. Kappa. Offensive holding. That'll mark him back. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Bengal offense. .6:35 remaining in the first quarter. Joe Burrow passes short left to Tyler Boyd for a 6-yard gain. G. Stone with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Cincinnati. Baltimore's looking good early. Big 3rd down for the Cincinnati offense. Joe Burrow's pass is incomplete. Deep right to Ish Smith, and it'll be 4th down. A. Washington on the coverage. Looks like Cincinnati's going to have to punt. That penalty by A. Kappa is going to cost Cincinnati their first drive. Gotta be disciplined. B. Robbins punts. Fair caught by Devin Duvernay at the Baltimore 34. So with 5:16 remaining in the first quarter, it is 7-0 Baltimore with the ball. Let's check out other games. Raiders up on the Bills, 7-0. Chiefs and Jags are scoreless. Chargers and Titans are scoreless. Green Bay and Atlanta is scoreless. Seattle Seahawks have a 7-0 lead on the Detroit Lions. Indianapolis Colts have a 14-0 lead on the Houston Texans. Chicago Bears have a 7-3 lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And those are the other games. Indianapolis looking good early versus Houston. Lamar Jackson is 5 for 5 passing for 38 yards. Gus Edwards has 3 carries, 20 yards and a touchdown. Mark Andrews has 2 catches for 16 yards. Burrow is 2 for 3 for 12 yards. Tyler Boyd is 2 catches for 12 yards. Nobody's rushed yet for the Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson passes short right to Odell Beckham Jr. for a 14-yard gain. C. Taylor Britt with the tackle. Getting Odell involved a lot so far in this game for Baltimore. Justice Hill, 10-yard gain, is 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 44. 9-yard gain, correction. C. Awuzie with the tackle. Lamar Jackson passes short left to Rashad Bateman for a 3-yard gain and a 1st down. C. Awuzie with the tackle. Is 1st and 10 Baltimore at the 41 of Cincinnati. Lamar Jackson goes deep, but it is incomplete. Going for Nelson Aguilar. Could not get the connection. Lamar Jackson passes short right to Devin Duvernay for a 5-yard gain. Mike Hilton with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the Baltimore 36. The play is under review. Let's see if he caught it. For right now, it's ruled a catch. And so far, the first quarter time of possession has been dominated by the Ravens. Their offense looks unstoppable so far against the Cincinnati defense. Travion Henderson needs to get some pressure on Lamar. If you're the beat defense, Bengals, you want this to be overcalled. Overturned. Lamar Jackson passed short right to Devin Duvernay for 5 yards. Cincinnati challenged it. The challenge was successful and the play was reversed. So that pass is incomplete. 3rd and 5. Shouldn't it be 3rd and 10 if it's incomplete? Huh. There we go. Good coverage by Mike Hilton. Big 3rd down for the Cincinnati defense. Baltimore's got the best kicker in the game, Justin Tucker. Lamar Jackson pass incomplete, intended for Zay Flowers. It is 4th and 10 from the Cincinnati 41. Let's see if they bring out Tucker or are they going to punt. Justin Tucker, 59-yard field goal is no good. I'm shocked. Wide right. Justin Tucker's been automatic throughout the years. Wow, Cincinnati catches a break. Let's see if they can gain some momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 41. It's pretty good field position for the Bengals. Joe Mixon for a 1 yard gain. T. Jones with the tackle. Added Cincinnati's first run of the game. Ran it out the shotgun formation. Joe Burrow pass short left to Jamar Chase. No gain. G. Stone, Patrick Queen both combine on the tackle to stop Chase. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 50-yard line. Wow, Baltimore playing good defense so far. Big 3rd down for the Cincinnati offense. They need to complete a 1st down. Their defense is probably getting gassed. Joe Burrow passes to T. Williams for a 1 yard gain. Patrick Queen with the tackle. It'll be 4th down after that impressive sequence of drives for that drive of the Baltimore Raven defense. 4th and 8. Ball on the 49 of Baltimore. 1:54 remaining in the first quarter. B. Robbins punts 39 yards to the Baltimore Raven 10-yard line. Fair caught by Devin Duvernay. He's a dangerous punt returner. Baltimore will get the ball back with the 7-point lead. They're keeping the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands. Other scores: Bills, Raiders tied at 7. Jaguars, Chiefs tied 0-0. Chargers leading the Titans 3-0. Falcons leading the Packers 3-0. Seahawks and Lions are tied at 7. Colts have a 14-7 lead over the Houston Texans. Bears have a 7-3 lead over the Tampa Bay Bucks. The next 2 games I'll be doing are the Jets Cowboys at 4:25 and Dolphins Patriots at 8:20. Through almost a quarter, it has been all Baltimore. Their offense and defense playing well so far. Cincinnati needs to wake up. Baltimore came to play today. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 10. They'll have to drive 90 yards to score. So far, they've both had 2 drives. This is the 3rd drive for Baltimore, and Gus Edwards starts it off with a 5-yard gain. T. Williams, Z. Carter combined for the stop. 2nd and 5 from the Baltimore 15-yard line. Gus Edwards. No, Devin Duvernay runs out the shotgun for a 2-yard gain. Sam Hubbard with the tackle. Big 3rd down for the Cincinnati defense. 3rd and 3 on the Baltimore 17. And that is the end of the first quarter. Baltimore up 7-0 on Cincinnati. As we head to the second quarter. Very impressive start for Baltimore. Let's look at other scores while this is on commercial. Raiders, Bills tied at 7. Chiefs, Jags tied at nothing. Chargers, Titans, LA has the lead 3-0. Falcons, Packers. Falcons have a 3-0 lead over the Packers. Seahawks, Lions tied at 7. Colts leading the Texans 14-7. Bears leading the Buccaneers 7-3. Okay, I don't know why it says halftime now, but it isn't. There we go, second quarter. Baltimore with the ball, 3rd and 3 on their own 17. If you're a Baltimore fan, you're loving how this game is going so far. If you're a Steeler fan, if you're a Bengal fan, you are wanting to stop the Ravens' offensive momentum on 3rd down. If you're a Steeler fan, you want them both to lose. Coming into the game, the Bengals were favored to win this. It's still early, but the Ravens dominated the first quarter. They're keeping the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands. Lamar Jackson is sacked for -3 yards. B. Hill fumbles. Recovered by Cincinnati's L. Wilson at the Baltimore 18. Penalty on Cincinnati's Z. Carter. Illegal use of hands. That penalty is for 5 yards. That cancels out the play, cancels out the fumble, and Baltimore gets a first down off of the penalty. Oh, that's a big time penalty. Cincinnati would have had the ball in the Baltimore red zone. Oy. And that was third down, so free first down for the Baltimore Ravens to continue their drive. J. Hill, Justice Hill, 1 yard loss. Logan Wilson, Trayvon Henderson combine with the TFL, tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd and 11 at the Baltimore 21-yard line. Bengals defense has been out there majority of the first quarter, so they're probably getting tired at this point. Lamar Jackson up the middle for a 6-yard gain. It is a big 3rd and 5 at the Baltimore 20. At the Baltimore 27. Mike Hilton stops Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson pass incomplete, intended for Mark Andrews. D. Hill on the coverage, and that is going to lead to a 4th down for the Cincinnati defense. They finally got a stop. $13:35 remaining in the second quarter. I assume here Cincinnati will get the ball back. Bills leading the Raiders 14-7. Jay Stout punts 54 yards to the Cincinnati 19. C. Jones for an 81-yard touchdown. Bengals. Cincinnati's on the board with a punt return. And the extra point is good. Special teams. Huge factor for Cincinnati. Evan McPherson with the extra point. Charles Jones with the 81-yard punt return. Jaguars lead the Chiefs 3-0. Chargers lead the Titans 3-0. Falcons lead the Packers 3-0. Seahawks and Lions are tied at 7. Colts lead the Texans 14-7. Buccaneers lead the Bears 10-7. And Cincinnati and Baltimore are tied at 7. After that 81-yard punt return by Charlie Jones on special teams. Lamar Jackson is 7 for 11 for 55 yards. Joe Burrow is 4 for 5 for 13 yards. Gus Edwards is 4 carries, 25 yards, and the touchdown. Evan McPherson kicks through the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Baltimore at their own 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson pass short middle to Nelson Aguilar for 11-yard gain and a first down. Cincinnati's N. Scott was injured during the play. Hopefully he's alright. Lamar Jackson pass incomplete. Intended receiver was Devin Duvernay. Tried to go to the short right to get him out of the shotgun, but just couldn't connect. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36 of Baltimore. Lamar Jackson passes short left to Rashad Bateman for a 9-yard gain. D. Hill with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and a short 1 from the Baltimore 45-yard line. Justice Hill up through the right end for a 2-yard gain and a first down. G. Pratt with the tackle. Jermaine Pratt. It'll be 1st and 10 Baltimore at the 47-yard line. Justice Hill for an 8-yard gain. D. Hill, Jermaine Pratt with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 2 Baltimore. This game's going by quickly. Lamar Jackson passes short right to Zay Flowers. It is complete for a first down. Ran out of bounds to the Cincinnati 34 for an 11-yard gain. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle. Baltimore's offense looking great right now. Lamar Jackson passes short right to Rashad Bateman out of the no-huddle offense to the Cincinnati 27 for a 7-yard gain. C. Taylor Britt with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the Cincinnati 27-yard line. 7 plays, 48 yards for the Baltimore offense. 11:49 remaining in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson takes a deep shot right to Odell Beckham Jr., but couldn't connect. It's incomplete. 3rd and 3. Big play for both sides. Bengals to force a field goal try. Baltimore to continue their long drive. Justice Hill for a 1-yard gain. DJ Reader with the stop. It'll be 4th and 2 from the Cincinnati 26, and Baltimore has a decision to make. Send out Justin Tucker or go for it on 4th and 2. Justin Tucker's 44-yard field goal is good. Straight down the middle. And it is now 10-7. Baltimore with the lead. and Cincinnati will get the ball back. Good defense by Cincinnati to just limit them to a field goal. Now they have a chance to do something with the ball if they can. They haven't been able to move on the Baltimore defense all game long. Bills and Raiders in a tight game. Buffalo leads Las Vegas Raiders 14-10. How about the Jacksonville Jaguars? Kansas City Chiefs haven't got a point on the board yet. Jacksonville leads 3-0. Chargers 11. Tennessee nothing. Green Bay 7. Atlanta 3. Seattle 7. Detroit 7. Indianapolis 14. Houston 7. Tampa Bay 10. Chicago 7. Let's get back to our game with the Baltimore Ravens leading the Cincinnati Bengals 10-7. 9:15 remaining in the second quarter. That was a 10-play, 49-yard drive, taking off 3 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock. Justin Tucker kicked 65 yards from the Baltimore Raven 35 to the end zone. Touchback. Cincinnati will start on their own 25-yard line. Here comes Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon in the Cincinnati Bengal offense. Joe Burrow pass, short left, incomplete. B. Urban on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Cincinnati. $9:15 remaining in the second quarter. Joe Burrow pass incomplete, deep left to Jamar Chase. Penalty on Baltimore. B. Stephens, defensive pass interference. That is a 17-yard penalty and a automatic first down for the Cincinnati Bengals on their own 42. No catch, but the penalty helps out. Joe Mixon, first down, gain of 14. B. Stephens with the tackle. Cincinnati starting to get some momentum. C. Brown, 2-yard gain. M. Pierce with the tackle, 2nd and 8. $8:29 and ticking in the second quarter. Joe Burrow passes short left to T. Higgins for a 6-yard gain. B. Steffen, Patrick Queen, O. Awea. 3 people tackling T. Higgins. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the Baltimore 36. Big play for both sides. Joe Burrow goes right back to T. Higgins. Pass short right for an 11-yard gain to the Baltimore Raven 25. K. Hamilton with the tackle, but that's a first down. Bengals. They're really starting to cook now. Joe Mixon for a 5-yard gain. T. Jones with the tackle. Running out of shotgun. Joe Mixon for a 4-yard gain. D. Ojabo with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 1. Cincinnati's in the Baltimore red zone for the first time. Ball on the 16-yard line. Let's see what Cincinnati does on 3rd and 1. They're in field goal range. Joe Mixon, first down to the Baltimore 14. Jadeveon Clowney with the tackle. .505 remaining in the second and counting. Joe Burrow passes short right to Joe Mixon for a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen with the tackle. So now Joe Mixon is getting involved in the passing game. Joe Burrow pass short right to T. Williams for a 3-yard gain. Patrick Queen with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the Baltimore 9-yard line. 10 play, 66-yard drive for the Cincinnati Bengals. Big play for both sides. Cincinnati got a first down in them, or is Baltimore going to hold them to a field goal? Joe Burrow passes incomplete, short right to Jamar Chase. R.Y. Sin with the coverage. 4th and 5 from the Baltimore 9. Evan McPherson with a 27-yard field goal, which is good. It is now tied at 10 apiece. Give the ball back to Baltimore. .301 remaining in the second quarter. Let's check the other scores. Buffalo's up 14-10 over Las Vegas. Jags are up 3-0 over Kansas City. Los Angeles Chargers are up 14-7 over Tennessee. Green Bay is up 7-3 on the Falcons. The Lions are up 14-7 over the Seahawks. Colts are up 21-7 over the Texans. Buccaneers are up 10-7 over the Bears. Evan McPherson kicks it through the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Baltimore Raven offense. They're playing in Cincinnati today. Pretty good game so far. Lamar Jackson passes short left to Justice Hill for a 7-yard gain. Luke Wilson with the coverage in the tackle. Lamar Jackson getting his running back in the game. In the passing game. Not much time. They have to hurry up and do this drive. They do still have all 3 timeouts, both teams. Lamar Jackson scrambles for a 6-yard gain and a Baltimore first down. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle with 2:22 and counting. Make that the 2-minute warning. We are tied 10-10, Cincinnati and Baltimore in the second quarter. I honestly thought Cincinnati would win this game too. Bears and Buccaneers are tied at 10 now. After the 2-minute warning, it'll be 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 38 when we come back. Scores so far: Gus Edwards, touchdown run. Charlie Jones, 81-yard punt return. Justin Tucker, Evan McPherson. Both teams trade field goals, and Baltimore also had Justin Tucker miss a 59-yard field goal attempt. Lamar Jackson scrambles for a 3-yard gain. Taylor Britt with the tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Ravens. No big runs for Lamar today so far. Lamar Jackson pass short middle to Nelson Aguilar for a first down. And D. Hill with the tackle. Time is ticking away. Lamar Jackson pass short middle to J. Hill for an 8-yard gain. Luke Wilson with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Cincinnati 41. Baltimore's getting close to field goal range. No huddle. Lamar Jackson pass to Mark Andrews for a 6-yard gain. Luke Wilson with the tackle. First timeout, Ravens. 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 35. 6-play, 40-yard drive for the Ravens. Cincinnati will get the ball to start the second half. Lamar Jackson connects with Nelson Aguilar for a 17-yard gain and a first down. Timeout number 2, Baltimore. First and 10 in the Cincinnati red zone at the 18-yard line. Lamar Jackson's having a good day passing the ball. 16 for 22 for 141 yards. Lamar Jackson sacked at the Cincinnati 21-yard line for a negative 3-yard loss. But there's a penalty on Sam Hubbard. No, there's a penalty on Taylor Britt, illegal contact. That'll be a 5-yard gain by penalty. It wipes out the sack by Sam Hubbard. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 13-yard line. It's a second or third big play by Cincinnati that's been wiped out by penalty. Sam Hubbard is not happy with C. Taylor Britt at the moment. Honestly, Baltimore can do whatever they want right now. Lamar Jackson pass. Incomplete. Short middle to Mark Andrews. Penalty on Baltimore's J. Simpson. Offensive. Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 at the Cincinnati 23. That's a big penalty. Let's see if it bites the Ravens. Being backed up. Lamar Jackson scrambles up the middle for a 19-yard gain. Penalty on Baltimore's S. Musafer. Offensive holding. That'll be 1st and 30 for the Baltimore Ravens on the 33-yard line. Wow. From being in a good position to score to now making it a harder field goal try. Timeout, Cincinnati. Their first of the half with 15 seconds. Lamar Jackson pass, incomplete, short middle to Mark Andrews. Second and 29 from the Cincinnati 32. Remember, they got Justin Tucker. He's a dangerous field goal kicker. Lamar Jackson passing complete to Mark Andrews again. It'll be 3rd and 29. Trying to get the tight end involved. Lamar Jackson's favorite weapon for a few years now. Lamar Jackson runs up the middle for 19 yards. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle is 4th and 10 at the Cincinnati 13. Timeout, Baltimore. They'll probably take the field goal here. How to get from 5 seconds to 41 seconds. Fix that clock. There we go. Oh, timeout Cincinnati. They're gonna try to freeze Justin Tucker. Good luck with that. Ice the kicker. Field goal is good for Justin Tucker, and it is halftime. Baltimore leads 13-10 over Cincinnati at the half. Now let's go over the halftime stats. First downs, we have Baltimore in the lead, 17-4. Third down efficiency, Baltimore is 3 for 7, Cincinnati is 2 for 5. Total plays, 44 for Baltimore, 17 for Cincinnati. Total yards, 225 for Baltimore, 63 for Cincinnati. Total drives, 5 Baltimore, 3 Cincinnati. Passing yards, 141 for Baltimore, 35 Cincinnati. Rushing, 84 for Baltimore, 28 Cincinnati. Red zone, 1 for 2, Baltimore, 0 for 1, Cincinnati. Penalties, 3 for 37, Baltimore, 4 for 25, Cincinnati. Defense, special teams, touchdowns. Cincinnati did have a punt return touchdown. Possession, time of possession, 1944 for Baltimore, 10-16 for Cincinnati. And the scores of the game. The first quarter, we only have one score. That was Gus Edwards from 1 yard out. Justin Tucker made the extra point, making it 7-0 Baltimore after 1. In the second quarter, Charles Jones gave Cincinnati a spark, tying the game at 7 with an 81-yard punt return touchdown. Justin Tucker made a field goal to make it 10-7 Baltimore. Evan McPherson matched him with a field goal, making it 10-10. And right before the half, we have Justin Tucker with a 40-yard field goal to make it 13-10, Baltimore with the lead. And the other games going on right now. At the half, we have the Buffalo Bills leading the Las Vegas Raiders 21-10. Devontae Adams has a touchdown catch from Jimmy Garoppolo. Latavius Murray has a touchdown run. Dawson Knox has a touchdown catch from Josh Allen. Daniel Carlson made a 47-yard field goal to make it 14-10. And then Khalil Shakir got a touchdown pass from Josh Allen to make it 21-10. Buffalo in the lead of the Las Vegas Raiders. Next we have the Kansas City Jacksonville game, which just went to halftime. Brandon McManus had 2 field goals, and Patrick Mahomes had a touchdown pass to Sky Moore. Cincinnati leads 7-6 at halftime. Now it's 14-10 Los Angeles over Tennessee. Cameron Dicker had a field goal in the first quarter to make it 3-0. Los Angeles. Keenan Allen, a catch from Justin Herbert and a 2-point conversion. Justin Herbert to T. Pickens to make it 11-0 Los Angeles. Derrick Henry ran it in for a touchdown for the Tennessee Titans to make it 11-7. Cameron Dicker added another field goal to make it 14-7 Los Angeles. And then Nick Folk, right before halftime, added another field goal to make it 14-10 Los Angeles after 2 quarters. Next is the Green Bay Atlanta game, which is at halftime. Younghoe Koo had a 24-yard field goal to make it 3-0 Atlanta. Jaden Reed had a beautiful catch from Jordan Love to make it 7-3 Green Bay Packers. Anderson Carlson made a 33-yard field goal to make it 10-3 Green Bay. And then Drake London, a pass from Desmond Ridder, extra point is no good. Younghoe Koo missed. It is 10-9 Green Bay over Atlanta. Next we have Seattle and Detroit. Kenneth Walker got the first score. Jason Myers with the extra point to make it 7-0 Seattle over Detroit. Josh Reynolds answered from Jared Goff to make it 7-7. And then Khalif Raymond had a catch from Jared Goff to make it 14-7, just starting in the third quarter. Detroit over Seattle in the third quarter. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts facing off against the Houston Texans. Anthony Richardson got a touchdown run to make it 7-0 Colts. Anthony Richardson had a second touchdown run to make it 14-0 Colts. Nico Collins got a pass from C.J. Stroud to make it 14-7. Zach Moss with an 11-yard run to make it 21-7 Indianapolis. Kamir Fairbairn added a field goal for the Texans to make it 21-10. Kylan Granson had a pass from Gardner Minshew to make it 28-10. Indianapolis over Houston at halftime. And the final game of the 1 o'clock hour, Tampa Bay had a field goal, Chase McLaughlin, to make it 3-0 Tampa Bay. Justin Fields, 1-yard rush. Carlos Santos made the extra point. It is 7-3 Chicago after 1. In the second quarter, Rachaad White had a 4-yard rushing touchdown to make it 10-7 Tampa Bay. Carlos Santos made a 52-yard field goal to make it 10-10. And then Chase McLagan had a field goal to make it 13-10 Tampa Bay after 2 quarters. And they just started the 3rd quarter. Now let's head back to the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals at halftime. It is 13-10. Baltimore with the lead. Cincinnati gets the ball when the 3rd quarter starts, so I might as well move the ball over to them now. The story of the game is the time of possession by the Baltimore Ravens offense. The defense playing good enough to keep Joe Burrow confused. Only a long drive for a field goal is the Bengals' offense. Their other touchdown came on special teams. The Bengals got to figure some things out at halftime to get back into this game. Stop the Baltimore Raven offense, because they've looked absolutely glorious through 2 quarters. But Cincinnati gets the ball back, so they'll have a chance hopefully for Joe Burrow to get in rhythm. Joe Burrow has not looked himself through a game and a quarter so far in the 2023-2024 season. Baltimore's not a team to mess around with. This is an old classic AFC North showdown. My prediction was for for Cincinnati to win. So far, I'm wrong. Baltimore is slightly flavored to win after halftime. The passing stats for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is 16 for 24 for 141 yards passing. Lamar Jackson has 6 carries for 29 yards rushing. Nelson Aguilar has 3 catches for 38 yards. Justin Tucker kicks it through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Cincinnati in the 3rd quarter. Will the kitty go meow for the Bengals? Or will the high-paced Baltimore offense and defense be too much for the kitty to be handled. Joe Burrow scrambles for a 5-yard gain. Ran out of bounds. Jadeveon Clowney ran him out. It'll be 2nd and 5. Joe Mixon for a 7-yard gain and a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. G. Stone with the tackle. Oh, Mixon got a 7-yard gain. G. Stone and B. Stephens. It was a combined tackle. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 37-yard line. Joe Burrow passes short right to Joe Mixon. Pushed out of bounds at the Baltimore 31-yard line for a 32-yard gain and a huge play and a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. R. Darby with the tackle. Cincinnati getting creative now. Getting Mixon in the passing game. And Cincinnati should be in field goal range already. Joe Burrow passes short left to D. Sample, pushed out of bounds at the Baltimore 28. B. Stephens with the tackle penalty on Cincinnati. T. Karras, ineligible man downfield. That'll be a 5-yard penalty to the Baltimore 31. It'll be 1st and 15 at the Baltimore 36. That backs Cincinnati up. Penalties have been hurting Cincinnati today. Joe Burrow passes short middle to T. Higgins for an 11-yard gain. R. Smith with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the Baltimore 25-yard line. Joe Burrow passes short left to Joe Mixon. Pushed out of bounds at the Baltimore Raven 23-yard line for a 2-yard gain. G. Stone with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the Baltimore 23-yard line. 5-play, 52-yard drive. 12:24 remaining in the third quarter with the Baltimore Ravens leading 13-10. Big play for both teams. Cincinnati offense wants to keep the drive going. Baltimore Ravens want to stop them. Timeout, Cincinnati. Ooh, that's an early timeout. That might come back to bite him. Joe Burrow passes short right to Ish Smith for a first down to the Baltimore Ravens 19-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Cincinnati is in Baltimore. Red zone, G Stone with the tackle. Joe Mixon up the middle for a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen stopped him. 2nd and 8 at the Baltimore Ravens 17-yard line. Ran out of the shotgun formation. Both these teams love to run out the shotgun formation. Joe Burrow, pass, short middle, intended for T. Higgins, is picked off, intercepted by G. Stone. G. Stone ran out of bounds at the Baltimore 38 for a 36-yard gain. So give the ball back to Baltimore. G. Stone, outstanding play. For the Ravens defense. Let's check on the other scores while we're at commercial. 21-10, Buffalo over Las Vegas. 14-6, Kansas City over Jacksonville. Tennessee over the Los Angeles Chargers. 17-14, 10-9. Green Bay over Atlanta. 21 Lions, 14 Seahawks. 28 Colts, 10 Houston. 13 Buccaneers, 10 Chicago. 10:39 remaining in the third quarter. Baltimore up on Cincinnati 13-10. Joe Burrow threw his first interception of the game. G. Stone with the pick. That's how the last drive ended. Lamar Jackson takes a deep shot left to Zay Flowers, and they connect for a 52-yard gain and a huge first down. C. Taylor Britt with the tackle. It'll be first and goal. Baltimore at the 10-yard line of Cincinnati. Wow. Zay Flowers runs out of the shotgun to the Cincinnati 4. That is a 6-yard run by Zay Flowers and Scott with the tackle. Second and goal in the Cincinnati red zone. Baltimore trying to capitalize off the turnover. Lamar Jackson passes short left to Zay Flowers. Pushed out of bounds at the Cincinnati 3 for a gain of 1 yard. It is third and goal, and Scott with the tackle. 3 straight plays Baltimore has gone to Zay Flowers. 1 run, 2 passes. Big plays for the Cincinnati defense. Baltimore scores here. They'll be up 2 possessions. Look out for Lamar Jackson running. Lamar Jackson passes short right to Mark Andrews for a touchdown. Baltimore Ravens. Extra point is good, and it is 20-10 Baltimore over Cincinnati. Wow. Didn't take them long to cash in that turnover. $8:39 remaining in the third quarter. Cincinnati should get the ball back. Baltimore's defense and keeping the ball away from Cincinnati has been the story of the game. It's still early third quarter, but Cincinnati better get some offense together. Right now, Baltimore is doing whatever it wants on both sides of the ball. Justin Tucker kicks it through the end zone for a touchback. And Cincinnati will be getting the ball. Let me move the ball over to Cincinnati. I should have put quarter 3. What am I doing? Joe Burrow passes to Joe Mixon. No gain. M. Harrison with the tackle. Good defense by Baltimore. 2nd and 10. Joe Burrow passes shortly to Jamar Chase for a 7-yard gain. R. Smith with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 3. Joe Burrow pass short right to Jamar Chase. 1st down, gain of 13 yards. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 45. Joe Mixon up the middle for a 4-yard gain. J and T. Jones combine on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the Cincinnati 49. As time continues to tick away in the third quarter, Joe Mixon up the middle, T. Ojabo with the tackle. It'll be a gain of 2. 3rd and 4 from the Baltimore 49. Big 3rd down for Cincinnati. Joe Burrow passed short middle to Tyler Boyd for a first down and a gain of 12 yards. G. Stone with the tackle. Nice little respawn drive by Cincinnati. No huddle. Joe Burrow passed short middle to T. Higgins for another 18-yard gain and another first down. Tackled by Patrick Queen. Cincinnati is in the Baltimore red zone. .5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Joe Burrow pass incomplete. Going to T. Higgins in the end zone. 2nd and 10 from the Baltimore 19. Joe Burrow pass short left. Ran out of bounds to Jamar Chase. It'll be 3rd and 3 at the Baltimore 12. A. Washington with the tackle. Big third down. 9-play, 63-yard drive. .429 remaining in the third quarter. Big play for Cincinnati's offense. Can Joe Burrow put a touchdown on the board? Joe Burrow pass short right to Jamar Chase for a 4-yard gain. K. Hamilton was the defender. Penalty, roughing the passer. Joe Mixon up the middle for a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Jay Marmaduke got flagged for roughing the passer. Jadeveon Clowney and Pierce combined for the stop. 2nd and goal from the Baltimore 3. Joe Burrow pass incomplete. Trying to get Tyler Boyd in the end zone. Third and goal from the 3. Bengals are getting opportunities. They gotta cash in. Joe Burrow passed short right to T. Higgins for touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. They needed that long touchdown drive, not only for their offense to be out for a while, but to give a break to their defense. Extra point is good, and it is 20-17. After the Joe Burrow to T. Higgins connection. Other scores: 28-10, Buffalo over Las Vegas Raiders. Kansas City Chiefs 14, Jacksonville Jaguars 6, Los Angeles Chargers 14, Tennessee Titans 17, Green Bay Packers 17, Atlanta Falcons 12, Detroit Lions 21, Seattle Seahawks 17, Indianapolis Colts 31, Houston Texans 10, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20, Chicago Bears 10. .234 remaining in the third quarter of a very close 20-17 game in favor of the Ravens at the moment. Evan McPherson kicks it through the end zone. It will be a touchback. Baltimore starts on their own 25-yard line. Gus Edwards for a 20-yard burst. First down, Ravens. D. Hill on the tackle. Gus Edwards doing work so far for Baltimore. Gus Edwards ran it out of the shotgun for a 3-yard gain, and Scott with the tackle. Second and 7 from the Baltimore 48. Lamar Jackson scrambles up the middle for a first down and a first and 10 on the 44-yard line. 8-yard gain. B. Hill with the tackle. Lamar Jackson scrambles up the middle for a 17-yard gain. D. Hill with the tackle. There is a penalty on K. Zettler. Offensive holding on Baltimore. It will cancel the gain, and Baltimore will be backed up first and 20 from their own 46-yard line. Both teams hurting themselves with penalties today. That was a big penalty on Baltimore. Lamar Jackson passes short left to J. Hill. That will be a 3-yard loss. Good play by the Bengals defense. Z. Carter with the tackle for loss. It'll be second and 23 when we start the fourth quarter. Through 3, it is 20-17. Baltimore on top of the Cincinnati Bengals. The only there were 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. Mark Andrews caught a ball from Lamar Jackson, and then T. Higgins to Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson is 20 for 28, 194 yards and a touchdown. Gus Edwards has 6 carries, 48 yards and a TD. Zay Flowers has 3 carries for 3 catches for 64 yards. Joe Burrow is 20 for 26, 148 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Joe Mixon is 10 carries for 42 yards. T. Higgins is the leading receiver for Cincinnati. 5 catches, 49 yards, and a TD. Baltimore starts off the fourth quarter with the ball on the 43-yard line on their side of the field. A 2nd and 23. They find themselves backed up from a holding and then a tackle for loss. Four plays, 18 yards on the current drive for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson pass short middle to Mark Andrews for a gain of 20 yards and a first down. D. Hill with the tackle. Cincinnati's N. Scott was injured during the play. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. got injured for the Baltimore Ravens earlier. Ay, ay, ay. Odell just can't stay healthy. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully and Scott is okay too. Oh, Odell suffered an ankle injury. Third and 3 from the Cincinnati 37. Gus Edwards up the middle for a first down run for the Baltimore Ravens. Logan Wilson with the tackle. Lamar Jackson pass incomplete, going to Devin Duvernay. C. Azua with the coverage. Timeout number 1 by Baltimore. This is a big drive for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson passes up the middle to Nelson Aguilar for 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Mike Hilton with the tackle. Gus Edwards for a 2-yard run and a 1st down. Mike Hilton with the tackle. First and 10 at the Cincinnati 22. Cincinnati can't get off the field against this Baltimore offense this drive. Lamar Jackson scrambles up the middle into the Cincinnati red zone to the 18. It'll be 2nd and 6. Sam Hubbard with the tackle. Ball on the Cincinnati 18-yard line. Lamar Jackson runs out of the shotgun. It'll be 3rd and 5. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle. Ball on the 17. Good defense on 2nd down for Cincinnati. Big play for their defense. Lamar Jackson pass deep right to Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson to Nelson Aguilar. Lamar looking good throwing the ball today. Extra point is good by Tucker, and it is 27-17. Baltimore with 11:38 remaining in the 4th quarter. Buccaneers up 20-10 in the 4th over the Chicago Bears. Indianapolis Colts up 31. Texans 13 in the 4th quarter. Seattle Seahawks up 24-21 over the Detroit Lions in the 4th. Green Bay Packers up 24 to 12 on the Atlanta Falcons in the fourth. Los Angeles Chargers up 21 to Tennessee Titans 17 in the fourth. Kansas City up 14, Jaguars 6. Take that back, Jaguars 9 in the fourth. And here in this game is 27-17. Baltimore's on top of Cincinnati. Cincinnati will get the ball back. A lot of scoring this game. Justin Tucker kicks through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Joe Mixon up the middle for a 5-yard gain. Patrick Queen was injured during the play. Patrick Queen made the tackle. Hopefully he's alright. Okay, they're gonna get a commercial while they're tending to Patrick Queen's injury. It is 31-10. Buffalo over Las Vegas. 14-9. Kansas City over Jacksonville. Chargers are up on the Titans. 21-17. Green Bay and Atlanta. Good game. 24-19. Green Bay leads. Seattle leads Detroit 24-21. Indianapolis leads the Texans 31-13. Tampa Bay leads Chicago 20-10. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Cincinnati 30. "11 minutes 22 seconds left. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Baltimore leads Cincinnati 27-17. Baltimore is 1-0. Cincinnati lost last week to the Cleveland Browns. Baltimore won last week. They beat the Houston Texans. Joe Burrow is sacked by Jadeveon Clowney. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball on the 24-yard line. Joe Burrow passes short right to Ish Smith for a 6-yard gain. K. Hamilton with the tackle. It'll be 4th and 5 from the Cincinnati 30. They're gonna have to punt here, I guess. B. Robbins punts 41 yards to the Baltimore 29. Devin Duvernay returns it to the 31-yard line. C. Amatis A. Levens with the tackle, and it is Baltimore ball. With the 10-point lead. False start on Jay Simpson. It'll be 1st and 15 on the Baltimore 26. Cincinnati needs to keep Baltimore to a 3-and-out. Down 2 possessions. Jay Hill, 2-yard gain. Jay Topu with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 13 for Baltimore on their own 28. As time ticks away, Baltimore's trying to melt this clock. Lamar Jackson passes short right to Zay Williams for a 2-yard loss. Great defense by A. Davis Gaither. It'll be 3rd and 15 on the Baltimore 26. 3rd and 15. For Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. J. Hill, 11-yard gain, penalty on Baltimore, illegal, blindside block, declined. It'll be 4th and 4 at the Baltimore 37. Good defense that drive by Baltimore. I meant by Cincinnati. Game ain't over yet. Jay Stout punts 63 yards. It'll be a touchback. And Cincinnati will have the ball back. Buffalo is up 38-10 on Las Vegas Raiders. Kansas City is up 17-9 on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Los Angeles Chargers are now down 21. Tennessee is 24. 2 minutes left in the fourth. Atlanta is down 19-24. 10:51 in the fourth. Detroit is down by 10 points to the Seattle Seahawks. 5:06 in the fourth. Indianapolis is up 31-20 on the Houston Texans, up by 11. And Tampa Bay is up 20-17 over Chicago. And Baltimore is up 27-17 over Cincinnati. Cincinnati has the ball on their own 20-yard line. Gotta march 80 yards to get a touchdown. They gotta do it quickly. Even if they do that, they'll be down by 3 still. They need a lot to go their way with 7:40 remaining in the fourth. Joe Burrow pass incomplete. Intended for Joe Mixon. Second and 10 for Cincinnati. Joe Burrow pass short left to Tyler Boyd for a 13-yard gain and a first down. A. Washington with the tackle. G. Stone also involved in the tackle. Joe Burrow pass incomplete. Short right. Second and 10 at the 33-yard line. 7:01 remaining in the fourth. Baltimore hanging on to a 10-point lead. Joe Burrow pass incomplete deep left. Intended for Jamar Chase. A. Washington on the coverage. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 33-yard line for the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow pass short right to T. Higgins for another first down, 16-yard gain. A. Washington with the tackle. Big 3rd down conversion for Cincinnati. Joe Burrow pass incomplete. Intended for T. Higgins. R. Darby on the coverage. 6:31 remaining in the fourth. Joe Burrow pass short left to Tyler Boyd for a 6-yard gain. T. Robinson, B. Steffens combine on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Baltimore 45. Joe Burrow pass incomplete deep middle to T. Higgins. Jadeveon Clowney on coverage. It'll be 4th and 4. Cincinnati has to go for it. This might be, well, it's not the ball game, but it's getting close. Joe Burrow pass short middle for a first down. Tyler Boyd with the catch. 9-yard gain. 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 36. Joe Burrow pass short middle to T. Higgins. 20-yard gain, first down. R. Smith with the tackle. It is 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 16. Cincinnati's in the red zone. Oh no. Joe Mixon up the middle. Sorry about that, guys. 9-yard gain. T. Jones, K. Hamilton combine on the tackle. Second and 1 on the Baltimore 7. Joe Mixon, incomplete, intended for Ish Smith. It'll be 3rd and 1. 4:07 remaining in the 4th. Joe Mixon, 3-yard gain and a first down Cincinnati. R. Smith with the tackle. It is 1st and goal. Ball on the 4. Time is ticking away. 13 plays, 76-yard drive. Incomplete. Joe Burrow. Patrick Queen on the coverage. 2nd and goal from the Baltimore 4. 3:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. Joe Burrow passing complete. 3rd and goal at the Baltimore 4. Intended for Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with the catch from Joe Burrow. Extra point is good by Evan McPherson. It is now 27-24 Ravens. Bengals draw a little closer. What a good game. Glad I picked these two teams. .338, both teams have 2 timeouts. 3:28. Ravens will get the ball. Bengals really haven't been able to stop the Ravens. Let's see if they can do it in the most critical part of the game. Evan McPherson kicks the ball through the end zone. Touchback. Gus Edwards for a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. B. Hill with the tackle. Devin Duvernay for a 5-yard gain. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle. It is 3rd and 3 Baltimore. 2:45 remaining in the 4th and ticking. Big 3rd down. Timeout number 2, Cincinnati. 2:35 remaining in the 4th. What a game. Lamar Jackson scrambles up the middle for a 12-yard gain and a 1st down. A. Davis Gainter with the tackle. Sets 1st down, Baltimore Ravens. 3rd and final timeout, Cincinnati. They have the 2-minute warning, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. When you need a critical 3rd down, just go to your best player. Baltimore's best player is Lamar Jackson. You could argue Mark Andrews too, but Lamar Jackson, 1-yard gain. D. Hill with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9. Should be the 2-minute warning. Yep, there we go. Chiefs are ahead of the Jaguars, 17-9. Chargers and Titans are in overtime. Tied at 24. Green Bay is up on Atlanta 24-22. Seahawks and Lions are going to overtime. Wow. Bills beat the Raiders 38-10. Buccaneers are beating the Bears 27-17. Colts are beating the Texans 31-20. And this Baltimore-Cincinnati game is coming down to the wire too. One more first down and it's over. Cincinnati needs to stop. Baltimore just needs to hang on. Big 2nd and 9. If it gets the third down, it will be the biggest play of the game. Good old AFC North battle on Sunday afternoon. 1 p.m. game. Devin Duvernay for a 48-yard gain. Wait. Oh, never mind. For an 8-yard gain to the Cincinnati 47. It is 3rd and 7. Biggest play of the game. D Hill with the stop. Gus Edwards, first down. 5-yard gain. B Hill with the tackle. And that's going to do it. Couple kneel downs and the Baltimore Ravens go into Cincinnati. And beat them. Wow. And that's the final. Baltimore 27, Cincinnati 24. Gus Edwards 1-yard rush in the first quarter, making it 7-0 Baltimore. Bengals Charlie Jones had a punt return touchdown to make it 7-7. Justin Tucker made a 44-yard field goal to make it 10-7. Evan McPherson made it 10-10 with a 27-yard field goal. Justin Tucker had a 40-yard field goal to make it 13-10. Baltimore at the half. Mark Andrews had a touchdown catch from Lamar Jackson, making it 20-10. Baltimore in the lead by 10. T. Higgins had a catch from Joe Burrow to make it 2017. Nelson Aguilar had a pass from Lamar Jackson to make it 27-17. T. Higgins had his second touchdown catch from Joe Burrow. The final 27-24. Congratulations, Baltimore. Cincinnati, you put up a good fight and it was a good game to call. Take care. I've got a second game coming up here shortly. New York Jets, Dallas Cowboys.